because Young Thug was on the Pivot podcast, Channing Crowder,
he sit there,
Ryan Clark, and there was a pool of ignorance in my honest opinion.
Like, when can you separate it and say, like, bro, you're the thug, you're the breadwinner of a lot of people? When can you get out of that and transition? Because you can't be no street dude no more. I'm sorry to tell you, you can't be that guy no more. You need to be the guy that's selling out $100,000 people stadiums. You the guy that can change your kids' life, and you got to get out.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the transition already had started. Like, the transition started in jail. You know, you just praying every day. You praying 10 times a day to God. You telling God, man, you get me out of this situation, man. Listen, I'm walking straight line green.
Yeah.
I'm walking straight line. I'm going green, you know. So I think the transition started then. But, like, when you get out of jail, you feel like untouchable too. You feel untouchable too. So you like your mindset is like on another planet, but the world is still stuck on like the Young Thug that they know.
The number one problem with black men, or I guess street, you never know when to get out the streets.
He ain't street,
but you're a multi-millionaire.
He ain't street. Thank you.
And you've been locked up the past.
Listen.
I'm
gonna say this to every young hustler out there. All right, once your ass crack that 10%, that 1%, once you reach that first M, you are no longer a street. You feel what I'm saying? Now, your mind could be in the streets, but your physical attributes, you are no longer a street. If you trying to live that life, then you're gonna be broke and in prison.
And we gotta break this street like mentality. Like that's no more.
No, that's
like,
over with.
That's over with. The street.
You had a talent. You had a talent. You had an ambition goal. You had discipline to reach a certain status that millions of people cannot do. So once you able to get to that top level, whatever it is you do, whether it's sports, music, or whatever the case may be, you're no longer streets. And no street beat RICO cases. They take pleas.
Well, yeah. In addition to that, Young Thug reveals Drake texted him after all the leaked jail calls happened.
Jail up to now. Yeah. Savage, Lil Baby, Drake. The jail phones, all that shit came out. Drake texted me. Bruh, nigga, fuck. Drop that music, bro. Let your music talk. Ooh, you know, I just got a few phone calls from a few people. It's a few people that didn't call. So I'm damn near happy that the shit happened because it just like showed they color. Cause I just had like new plans for all those people included too. So it's like the people that let that type of shit change how they feel or change how they move is just like good. Like I'm just happy. Like.
So basically, Young Thug said during the podcast that Drake is riding with him. He said the jail phone call.
What did I say last week?
What? What'd you say last
week? You said you asked the question, is his career over? I said, hell no. I said Drake liked this post and they chat. Long as he got Drake in the hip pocket, because you just said it. You said he ain't making no.
Drake ain't really making no.
You
no
right.
waves.
You right. You say he ain't making no music, but
not being funny, but Drake ain't really making no.
I feel
waves.
you, but him and Young Thug collab right now. That'll give both of their names something buzz off, ending off the year going into 2026.
And so he was happy about that.
He happy because he got the one name, Drake, behind his ass. Trust and believe. If Drake didn't love that apology post that he did a couple weeks ago, he wouldn't be out here with his chest poked out. He would still be on his apology tour. Cause what he was doing just last week, the past 2 weeks.
Drake ain't really like right now, music wise. Drake ain't the one to run to right now.
Thug also admitted, he said he's not cool with all these phone calls, and he said, damn, I was really on the phone talking about people. No girl in my entire life can tell you that I pillow talk with him. And then he said, that shit get to me every day. I was really on the phone like a... Yeah.
Because you went from being in a powerful position to you was helpless. Mm-hmm. It was on 23-hour lockdown. You go stir crazy up in there.
you and your thoughts. Just
What?
bounce
That's
it
all
off
you
the
got is
wall.
your thoughts.
That's all.
Was on all types of drugs. So now this is fiending like a.
Whenever he got to talk to somebody, when he got to talk to somebody,
he let it out.
All out.
To talk. That's the only way to keep his damn heads level.
Yeah, I didn't really like the way he discussed mental health. That was kind of weird to me.
Right.
Sister, my big brother, my dad, my mom, my OGs, I listen to y'all. Like, it's really a slap in the face to me. If I, you know what I'm saying? I just was telling my girl that, like, I don't think you need a therapist. I don't think I need a therapist. I feel like I feel like I'm not a man if my girl get a therapist. It's like, damn, you actually call somebody and listen to what they got to say over me instead of just listening to what I'm telling you. I just feel less of a man.
And he said
he ain't need it.
Yeah, well, nah. I mean, I feel that there are a lot of people that don't feel they need it, and some really don't, such as myself. I've been to 4 different therapists in my life. I mean, at different points in my life, and every single one of them said I'm normal. Like, we don't need to see you again. The last time I had to do it because my job made me. But
job made you.
Yeah, they piss test me and they found weed in my system, so I just pretended. This is way back in the day when I worked jobs that required drug tests. So I just faked like I was an addict and I needed help. And so they made it. So they sent me to a. yeah, I was on some Chappelle shit, like in Half Baked. So yeah, they sent me to a therapist, you know, because they made it seem like I was in substance and shit. And I just told them that.
No. They didn't make it seem like you made it seem like.
No. They made it seem like I needed treatment.
But you made it seem like to them that you
needed it.
Yeah, like
because you were smoking.
Let's do the story right now. Don't be like, well, you know, they made you made
it
seem like to them that they needed
the
therapy you.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I went to the therapist and the last time, and he said, "You're perfectly fine. You know, I don't need to keep seeing you, but I know for the purpose of your job, I have to document when you show up and when you don't. So just come here next week and we can talk about whatever." And we ended up just talking about rap music and video games and TV. There was nothing wrong with me.
I've never been to a therapist. I definitely need to go. I'm not against it. I definitely know I need to sit down and talk to somebody.
I probably should talk to somebody just so I can get another normal bill of health, and I wish I can give it to me in writing, and I will bring it on this podcast to anybody who questions my mental.
And
I'm
say I'm normal.
Yeah, one of them Homer Simpson joints. Yeah, so I'm completely normal in that regards, but I also have a great deal of respect for mental health because I know a lot of people aren't normal.
Right.
And as K.A. Hill says, seeing a therapist doesn't mean you are abnormal, and she is correct.
Very correct.
Yeah, and not seeing a therapist doesn't mean you're abnormal either. So,
but I will say at least once in your life you need to go see a therapist.
I agree.
At least once.
I've gone 4 times, and I'm 44, so you could say once every 10 years. That's in my personal opinion. But yeah, I think it's toxic the way he handled that, where he said he wouldn't feel like a real man if his girl had. That's some ignorant shit. I'm like, come on, Thugger. You don't got all the answers, Thugger. You don't got all the answers.
You don't
can't
got
get
all the
bad
answers.
with somebody. That's some ignorant. That's some narcissistic shit right there, bruh. Like, damn, do you want your relatives who need help with their cancer treatments to come to you too? I feel like less of a man if you went to a doctor for you. That's some ignorant shit. He think he can talk to you out of that. He's like, I'm sad. He's like, okay, well, there's people in China that's more f***ed up than you. You should be happy. That's how people treated you in the 80s when you were depressed. Mental health didn't exist till like the 90s and shit.
Actually, like 2000.
There was no ADD. There was
none of that stuff in the 90s.
If you had autism in the 80s, they just put you in that class to the boiler room. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and if you had learning disabilities, the belt.
The belt.
Yeah.
The
ADHD, the belt.
The belt.
Sit your ass
the
down.
The belt was a lot of, you know, especially in the black,
mental health,
in the black community.
The belt was a lot of mental health issue resolving.
The belt was goddamn
that
Ritalin.
Mental health wellness belt.
The belt was the goddamn Ritalin.
Yes.
It was Whatever it was your upper and downer. Because it would go up your ass and down your ass.
Yeah,
The belt. That's how you handle mental health in the 80s, with the belt. But yeah, in addition to that, in the interview, they did discuss Young Thug and his sexuality, as there's been a lot of talk about that back in the day. I got that clip.
I'm looking up. That's how I know you had 6x4. Because I looked you up knowing you coming in. And they was talking about your sexuality. And I'm like, bro, he has 6 kids by 4 women. Like, he's a heterosexual. Is that 100% like, I assumed it that you're a heterosexual.
Yeah. You know, I don't got no problem with G. You know what I'm saying? With the community, I don't got no problem with the community, man.
LGBTQ and all that, yeah.
I ain't got no problem with all them with the alphabets at all.
But you
I'm a straight woman. I don't want man. Listen, ain't nothing going on with no man.
Bro, when I heard him talking about it, I'm like, no, Thug.
Man, you know, that's why I said, like, your mind be so far gone, you had to dumb it down. Like, I've been had like black painted nails, rock star. I've been painting my nails. I've been wearing dresses. I've been just doing like the pop star, the 2050. I've been doing the 3000. I've been doing the far away. It's just like I just had to stop doing it. I just had to dumb it down. Cause it's just like the world ain't on it. The world couldn't catch on to it. Like,
you feel like you allowed, cause you seem to be very, very solid and also strong in what you believe and what you think and what you love and what you enjoy. So you're saying that you actually changed some of those things, whether it was the dresses. By the way, that's one of my favorite albums when you had the dress on front of it. So I don't care what the hell you had on, you was rapping your ass off. Yeah. But just in the sense of, do you feel you allowed the world to change things that were authentically you in order to be more understood?
Yeah, overly.
Really?
Yeah. It's like I just passed it down to like Uzi Vert, Playboy Cardi. I just passed it to them like, hey.
Well, let me say, I've never owned not one album where there was a guy with a dress on it.
Me neither.
Never. Now, I was never.
Was Prince in the dress? Because I own a lot of Prince albums.
Prince was never in a dress. He might have had on some hell, but
sure.
Yeah, they're going to question your sexuality.
You're in a dress.
A dress? What are you talking about?
Yeah, he tried to push it off like, oh, I've been wearing a dress. Nobody knew.
He proud of that shit.
Ain't nobody knew you was wearing a dress until you put that shit on the album.
You're painting your nails and wearing a dress. Yes, your sexuality is going to be questioned.
Especially in the
it's going to be
what was he?
questioned.
2010s.
Yeah, from the hood.
You from Atlanta.
I don't want to hear that shit. You telling me a street and you wearing painted nails.
Okay, he got kids. And what the hell?
Kids?
And what the
I
hell?
got kids. I ain't paid nails. The hell?
What the hell does that mean? Because he got kids by multiple women. Like,
he trying to push that weak ass narrative that just call it like it is. Because you heard what he said. I passed it down to Uzi Vert and Playboy Cardi. He's trying to create his own trend where it's cool for men to wear the purses, the dresses and shit, almost like you're blurring the lines between a man and a woman. So who's the masters they trying to appease? Them record execs?
Yeah. Because they're the ones that'll promote that weird shit.
And who like that weird shit? White folks.
Yeah.
Because they're the main ones that come to his damn concerts and shit.
That is true.